All right. So, um, this video of the rambling of mine is gonna have to do with military because I've been looking up a lot of stuff. I don't remember exactly everybody's name. But but people in the military. All right. I don't remember that guy's name that passed away that was talking a lot of the females about what they wanted out of a man, and if they went with their thought process of a six figures. All right. You know that doesn't classify military. Starting military. I don't know what lieutenants and up make, but when you start military, I looked up Air Force. I looked up Marines because that's what I wanted to do. Marines. All right, and I looked up Air Force, Marines, and Army, and they make anywhere from $60,000 to $90,000. That doesn't fit in your quality of being a six-figure man. So you have these guys out there that are willing to fight for everything you want, your freedom, to act like that Gucci little whore. Sorry, my French, but but you're not gonna give them a chance because they don't make that CEO money. They don't make that top dollar money, that $1 million money. You want somebody that. So this whole equality thing that's going on in the world is a little shit. You don't want equality. You want pampering. All right. You want somebody to pamper you. You want somebody to take care of you. And I don't got a problem with that. Because Andrew Tate says it and all that guys are there to take care of you. So I do have the whole mindset, like take caring and protecting is for my woman and my children. But making sure everybody's safe is my duty as a man. So if I'm out in public and I see somebody doing something wrong, I'm gonna step in. Period. I don't give a shit who the fuck you are. I don't give a shit what you have. I'm gonna step in. If I see you hit your woman, I'm gonna step in. And I'm gonna fucking check you and find out what the fuck is going on. Because, don't get me wrong. I don't think men and women should be hitting each other. I don't think anybody should be hitting each other. Man and woman. I don't give a shit who the fuck you are. All right? Nobody should be hitting each other. All right? But when it comes back to military, I'm try to keep this rambling in one topic at least. I know I'm all over the place sometimes. Um, but when it comes to the military, it's just these women out there that want a six-figure man. That doesn't even conclude military, and they are our defense in this country. And they don't even have any say in what the laws are. They just follow orders without question. I wanted to do them. I wanted to do the Marines, like my stepdad. All right, Mike Molyneux. All right, I wanted to be a Marines. I listened to his stories about his knife that he had in his drawer, where his underwear were. All right, he held this knife in his drawer. All right, had all the names carved in it with his knife of all the places he's been. He's taken life with this knife. He's killed somebody with this knife that I held in my hand. All right. He had a Jap rifle that he took off the battlefield that he gave me. All right. He's almost 70. All right. All right. So, there's no such thing as toxic masculinity. And there's nothing wrong with being empowered, feminist. All right. And respecting of your culture. But when you're talking about like this six figure man, you're cutting out so many men out there that don't make this money. So that's what I think honestly a lot of people are not realizing when they're talking about this guy that all these females want. All right, this 1%. All right, throughout history, yes, guys have been taking over stuff, have been laying bricks, like Jordan Peterson likes to say, and bring up, the bricklayers. We've been building shit. All right, but we always want to give men this backlash. All these men that hold women back. But what about the guys like us that have no problem with you coming in and you want to hold your own weight? Cool, we're cool with that. All right, you want to find a woman that says she's willing to be equal and hold weight and help you not get stressed out and have your back, that knows how to fix a car so you're not out there by yourself. I'm cool with that. I don't give a shit. I don't know much about cars. You're missing all these guys out there that aren't sexist. They just don't want this patriarchal way. It's not about that for us. That's just one of the many topics they use to divide the people. All right. If you actually talk to people and actually like not, I'm not talking about these rejects that don't want to have a say. Like have a debate, have a conversation about something, not argue and just like you're saying something that triggers me because it's not what I believe. That's not okay. All right, we can have a discussion to make this world better. So like, hi, I see you. Hold on, you'll come in because because my little one right now is calling for me. That's what the people fight for. All right, the people, the soldiers fight for this. Fight for my little one to be able to cry for me, to be heard. They make sure she's safe. So don't think anything I have to say. I got mad respect for the military. I wanted to be part of them. I wanted to be part of the police force. I'm all for safety. The big picture, though. I'm not about my personal view on things. I'm about the big picture. My views are my views. That's in my household. You can't say anything about that. But when I step outside this door, I got no say. But what I'm willing to stand for. I'm not willing to stand for shit, then I ain't shit. So like once I'm outside this door, my crown ain't shit. I could be a king, you could be a queen in your house. But once you step outside, you're only as shiny as your crown as you're willing to stand up for. So if you're not willing to fucking, stand for that crown, you mean shit. That's why back in the day, kings fucking held their shit because they fucking were able to at least be at the battlefield with their troops. They stood with the troops. They might not have been fighting with them, but they gave the illusion that they were there with them. That's the ideal. They gave the illusion that they're with them. So they gave them morality. That's all about morality. So I just think it's just really funny about how these women that want this 6-figure man or want to sacrifice. I mean, I'm sorry, but like women, your guys' clocks are running low compared to men's. All right, you guys are about preserving your seed. We're about spreading our seed. All right, you guys have 90%. I mean, I don't remember this whole Roe v. Wade shit. I mean, you guys have more say. I mean, because it just takes a guy to nut in you, to nut over that egg, to give a child life. So I mean, and then it has to sit in you for 9 months, and then give birth. So like, you guys hold a lot of power already. You guys don't need to be feminists and tear down men and say not toxic masculinity. You guys don't need to. You guys are treasures to be respected. All right, and we're not saying that if guys want to be more out there and whatnot. We're about spreading our seed. I have the whole motto about how like I want to have a lot of kids because I need to help the human race grow IQ. It has nothing to do. I want to be a priority in my kid's life. I want to be a part of my kid's life. So I'm not just about going out there and fucking other bitches and getting them pregnant and just walking away. I'm gonna be there. So whether you and me are together, I'm gonna at least be there for the kid. So like, it's not about some guy that just wants to tap 100 bitches and not have anything to do with the repercussions. When you have guys out there that actually want to have a say in their kids' lives. I mean, so like, women and men need to find a way to fucking come together because we're all about the exact same thing. If we actually looked at it in a natural, godly, psychological fucking aspects of it, we're all about the same thing. We just look at it and explain it differently, but we all want the exact same thing. So I just don't understand when women just bitch. I'm sorry, you guys bitch a lot. I have another quote that honestly, men rule their emotions by their logic, and women rule their logic by their emotions. But if you actually combine that together, we make a very yin yang fucking pattern. My prones, get toppled by her prones, and my pros get tackled by her negatives. We flow good. I mean, we're a team. You will not shake us, you will not break us, and you will not fucking take my kingdom over. Because I know I'm at frontline, but in the end, I mean, my girl's there. I'll take care of half their troops, so she only has to worry about the other half. But men and women both have aspects in battlefield. Okay, I don't give a shit. Like, just because you wash clothes and bring me coffee, this and all that, does not mean you don't know how to fuck with some guy's head. You guys are, I mean, you guys are masterminds on fucking with guys' heads. I mean, you guys got that down. You guys don't need to prove it, all right? You guys got that down. All right, you could fuck with a guy's head real quick if you guys wanted to. All right, but I think deep down, you guys are looking for exactly the same thing that we're looking for. You know, somebody that's real, somebody that's down, somebody that knows. And when we say know your place, that's not meaning some sexist shit. That just means know your role. My role is this, your role is that. Our role is this role. You know, so let me speak, let me do my thing. And when whatever comes tribulating out, that's on you. But I will make sure that 90% of it doesn't come at you. Because that's my role as a protector and the provider. Yours is to nurture and care. That you nurture and care for the wounds and get prepared for the backlash. I already took care of the atom bomb. I already took care of the nuclear bomb. I already took care of the 20 soldiers that were coming at my door. All right, you just have to worry about picking up the pieces and making sure our kids are good. I gave my life to make sure that nobody touched the home. Nobody came in there. Nobody raped and pillaged my women. Nobody raped and pillaged my kids. My kids are safe. My woman's safe. I'm good. I can die as a man. That's what the whole Viking and shit all is. It wasn't about being sexist. It was about I knew I did my role as a man, as a warrior, as a soldier, as a provider, as a father, as a husband. I did my role. That my family, everything that's important to me, is safe. You know, and I think that's just what. If soldiers actually back in the day had to deal with fucking what shit back in the 60s had to deal with when soldiers really spit on. I mean, I have my own views on the military and all that, but even I have the respect that honestly football players nowadays get way more money, millions of dollars, than soldiers do, that are willing to go over there, shoot kids from a sniper rifle because they might have a bomb on them that could take out their whole battalion. All right, you have men over there doing, and women nowadays, that are over there doing shit that would drive a normal person nuts. And they come home and being paid chump change. When you got a football player being paid millions to play some stupid game that you guys have more passion about than what's going on. People going writing on their stomach and all that shit. You know, like and all this stuff that's going on over here. I mean, you got people dying for all this, for all these people out there. Like that one video I watched about this guy that had an 8-hour fucking shift at Starbucks. That wanted to cry like a little bitch. I mean, I'll take your job. I'll take it. And you don't want it? I'll take it. You got people out here that have experience that could do electricity work. But I guarantee you he would have no problem being a parking lot security because he has a job. He has a job. He doesn't give a shit what he has to put up with. He has a job. His family can eat. He has a paycheck. He's earning his money. And then you have all these Gen Z motherfuckers out here that just want to whine and complain. I mean, I have SSI. Doesn't mean I'm not trying to get back into school. Doesn't mean I'm not trying to find work. And doesn't mean I can't work. All right? But yeah, but people out here that are just so petty about just nothing. Pitiful shit. You know, I mean, and I'm really rambling right now. But, hey, that's what it's called, the rambling. It's just sad with how this world is becoming. I mean, when religion and government and society are all at each other's throats. And they were all designed to be there for one another. When you have government, religion, and society, we built this world to be there for each other so that we can feel safe inner decision, and safe and content in our situation, and content and good with ourselves, with how everything turned out. I mean, so that's what it was all more. What that was all about. I mean, the soldiers and the government were designed to make sure that we, the civilians, just like everyone else, I think, honestly, are comfortable with living the freedom. It's just no. It's no different than when somebody dies. When somebody dies that you care about, you don't mourn them by crying and just staying in bed. You mourn them by living life for the life they lost. I mean, I'm really against graveyards because I think that's more for the people that are living. Your loved one is not there, or there's nobody there in the hole, but a running corpse that once was them, and you're supposed to carry over that torch. When they die, you're supposed to carry it for them and live life, enjoy life, enjoy the beauty that is around you that they don't get to experience anymore. So when you have soldiers over there, I mean, and you got so many families being torn apart, men and women, and fathers and mothers that die and don't get to see their kids anymore. They gave up their life so that you can enjoy your family. And we don't even do the draft anymore. Can you imagine how many people actually would be in the military if we still did the draft? I mean, because I guarantee you, we need soldiers. We need more people. I guarantee it. I mean, our armies are not anywhere near when people knew morality, knew morals, that had a drive to fight for all this. When we all had that, don't tread on me. I'm a patriot. I'm a soldier. I'm a warrior. You know, I mean, when back in the day, I mean, like, America used to be that crazy white boy that would push the button just to see everybody's reaction. Not anymore. We're pussies. I'm sorry, America's a pussy compared to how it used to be. It's a straight out pussy. America sucks. I'm not saying we don't have some perks. I'm not saying we don't have some good things, but it's a joke. And I just feel like the people need to wake up and rise up and speak out. Stop trying to fight it their way when it's not working. It's been proven for the last 50 decades that it's not working doing it their way. The people, you are the power. The people, we are the power. Without us, they have nothing. Government has nothing. What is the government going to govern but empty land? Who is it going to tax when there's no people? Who is it going to like sell stuff to when there's nobody buying anything? Who's going to build stuff? Who's going to fix stuff when nobody breaks it and wants it? So, like, without us, the government has nothing. With the laws and all the rules and all that, who's going to follow them? And there's nobody here to follow them or break them. No one. So, without us, the government has nothing. We can manage just fine because with the law of nature is in place. You fuck up. You come into my house, law of anarchy. I can do whatever I want, and so can you. So you want to come in my house and rape my wife or fucking steal my shit? Then I have every right to beat your ass. All right? Plain and simple. That's the law of anarchy. So once government's out of the picture and you want to do whatever you want, that means so can I. So being warned about that. Because you can do whatever you want, but so can I. I mean, vigilante used to be legal back in the day. You disrespect me, I challenge you to a duel, we fight, problem solved. Same thing back in the day. I mean, I remember going down to Fireman's Park in Tacoma, you know, and boxing it up because somebody had a problem. And once that problem was solved, it was done. If cops showed up, we all dipped. We watched out for each other. We met up. Hey, you want to still finish this? Yeah? Okay, let's box it up. If not, cool. Let's problem solved. Done. You know, the violence and death. Violence is something different, but I think death and war and combat is something completely different. It's last resort. You know, really fucking somebody up, killing somebody is the last resort. If we can't talk about it, then fine. Let's fucking solve this old school way. If you're angry about it, come to me. You want to fight? Then hit me. No? Okay, then where's our middle ground? Can we talk about it? What's up? How did I piss you off? Okay, no, I see where you're coming from. Okay, my bad. My bad. That was my bad. You know? That's what I said in my other video. Okay, that's why I think honestly a lot of women don't know how to fucking think. And sometimes, I mean, my ex is making it to my ex with my other two kids is honestly making it to where I think honestly women shouldn't have a voice. All right, because men, we don't have a problem with calling each other shit out. All right, I will straight up call all my homeboys out. You're talking on your neck, I'm gonna call you on it. Plain and simple. We box it out. Next day, we're having a beer. It's not, oh, that bitch fucking you. No, we're having a beer the next day because I called him out. He took it. We hashed it out again. We're good. We don't hold on to that petty shit. All right, you women need to fucking call each other out. Stop hyping you as, oh, queen, queen, queen. This. All right, no, you're not acting like a queen when you're being a jester. All right, if you're being a jester, you're being a jester. And on that note, I'm gonna end it and see where this video goes. 21 minutes and 5 seconds. And welcome to the rambling.